let's have a quick conversation about how to save money and budget when expanding your business. Actually, this statement might seem a little contradictory. Like, if you're trying to really expand your business, chances are you have to spend money, right? But no, in today's conversation, I'll explain to you how to really save a lot of cash, how to save thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, even millions of dollars when you're expanding your business. So, here are the facts. The thing is that when it comes to expanding your business, you have a few things to really think about. You have to think about maybe hiring additional staff, maybe moving to a commercial space, expanding to a new location. Let's say you are now in Jersey, and you're thinking about going to Florida, or you are in Florida. You're going to Illinois. You are Illinois. You're trying to go to New Mexico. No matter what it is, if you had to expand, this expansion can be geographic also. Okay. You also can maybe thinking about the making sure while expanding, you can even expand internationally. But the fact here is that when it comes to hiring employees, for instance, you have to pay attention to a few things because there are several hidden costs that can increase your expected expenses associated with the new hire, with your new hires or new hire. Like you have workers' compensation insurance, payroll taxes, furniture and equipment, software licenses, training, employee handbooks, and agreement. I just wanted to give you let's say a little flavor about the kind of expenses you have first before showing you how to save money and budget. And so that's for hiring employees. What about moving to a commercial space? Well, the thing is that when leasing a commercial space, you want to expect the landlord to charge you at least a 2-month deposit in addition to the first month's rent. And there are also permits, licenses, and other fees that may apply when making the move from, say, a home to a commercial space, including commercial liability insurance. So just be aware of that. And when it comes to expanding to a new location, just remember that you may have a couple of let's say warm leads when it comes to, or even small clientele already in your new area. But if that's not enough to survive in the long run, you have to think about beefing up your cash reserve big time. And while also trying to expand your business, please make sure you are keeping your personal expenses in check, right? Because you do not want to bankrupt yourself by trying to expand your business. You got to have a clear idea about cash inflows and cash outflows and see how those actually relate to your personal finances. Especially if this is your first business, or this is your first, your only business, you want to be sure that you are financially safe, at least at the individual level. So if you want to save money and budget when expanding your business, here are the top ideas I want you to really pay attention to. Right off the bat, I want you to embrace technology. I don't care what kind of technology you want to embrace. You want to embrace as much technology as possible. You want to automate what you can automate. Okay, if you have to use artificial intelligence, use AI. Not a problem. Okay, technology is a key driver of efficiency. Technology is a key driver of effectiveness, cost effectiveness. So your small business can benefit greatly from adopting digital tools for tasks like accounting, inventory management, and customer relations. Okay, for accounting, for instance, you have platforms right now that really where you can just go and they will help you with your bookkeeping and accounting. You don't have to do this yourself. Okay, so especially if you are scaling, if you are expanding, you can just remain with the same company. Just maybe you can move up one pricing tier up. Okay. So when it comes to technologies like accounting, technology around accounting, inventory management, and customer relations, those technologies not only streamline processes but also reduce the need for manual labor, lending you more time when it comes to cost savings. Moreover, digital tools provide valuable insights that can help in making informed business decisions. So that's kind of cool when it comes to saving money and budget when expanding your company. The second thing is you want to really go green. Okay, you want to be eco-friendly. So going green is not just an environmental choice. It's actually a cost-saving strategy. So maybe your small business can reduce its utility bills by adopting energy-efficient practices like using LED lighting and energy-saving appliances. Moreover, reducing paper usage by transitioning to digital documentation can significantly cut down on supply costs, and environmentally friendly practices can also enhance your brand image, attracting eco-conscious customers. Some customers really care about how businesses are run. Even whether you are doing B2C or B2B, if you have a let's say a grain friendly business model, that can help you big time. If you are trying to save money and budget when expanding your business, I want you to really lease instead of buying, okay? Especially if you are trying to save cash. You are trying to really preserve your the little liquidity you have. You want to preserve that liquidity. So for a small business, conserving capital is crucial. So leasing equipment instead of buying can free up cash for other essential uses. It allows you, for instance, if you're a business owner, to actually access the latest equipment without the potentially large initial investments, and often includes maintenance. Okay, so you are reducing unexpected repair cost big time. And leasing can also offer tax benefits, as lease payments are often fully deductible as business expenses. So that's really good. And you also want to outsource non-core activities. If you want to expand and save money and budget in the process, think about outsourcing, especially if your business model involves multiple states, multiple geographies, for instance. So outsourcing activities that are not central to your business can lead to substantial savings. So by hiring external experts for tasks like IT support, accounting, or human resources, you can avoid the cost associated with full-time employees, such as benefits and training. So outsourcing also gives you access to specialized skills and technologies, which can improve efficiency and productivity, especially in the long run. And one thing I want to say also is that productivity really will depend on the kind of setup you have, okay? Especially if you are trying to get things done in a scalable manner. What I want to say here is that when it comes to leasing versus buying, I want to quickly go back to that. Please, I want you to read the fine print, because the last thing you want is to actually sign an agreement, a leasing agreement that is not really beneficial to your business. Okay, it's always good to read the fine print and see exactly what kind of paperwork you're signing, what kind of documents you're signing, so that you can avoid surprises in the future. Anyway, if you're looking for a saving money and budget when expanding your business, I want you to really think about limiting in-office expenses, especially when it comes to if you have multiple locations, if you have let's say multiple premises, controlling your in-office expenses can really help you big time in terms of monitoring, in terms of restricting your cash outflows. So managing in-office expenses can significantly reduce overhead costs. Encouraging practices like double-sided printing, turning off equipment when not in use, and controlling heating and cooling can lower utility bills. And you know the utility bills are actually a big part of small business operating costs, especially when you start. Okay. Additionally, opting for budget-friendly office supplies and furniture can make a noticeable difference in your expenditure, especially again if you have multiple locations. Another way to save money and budget when expanding your business is actually through the use of business credit cards. So you want to really use business credit cards wisely, because when you think about it, business credit cards can be a useful tool for managing cash flow and earning rewards. It's also important to use them judiciously to avoid high interest and debts. So you want to look for cards with benefits like cashback or travel rewards that align with your business needs. You always want to pay off balances on time to avoid interest charges and maintain a good credit score. And the cool thing is, business credit cards can help you actually maintain or improve your business credit, your business credit score, but also your personal credit score. Um, Depending on the setup you have. Okay, there are business credit cards that will report to Dun& Bradstreet, will report to Experian Business, and also Equifax Business. And there are business credit cards that only report to individuals, so they will report to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So either way, you're still a winner because you will need to build your business credit and personal credit anyway. Okay, and using those business credit cards wisely can help you big time. If you want to save money and budget when expanding your business, I want you to focus this year on customer retention. Customer retention is going to help you it's going to save your business from bankruptcy. And regardless of the stage where your business is at, whether you have an early stage business, a late stage business, or anything in between, customers are going to be the lifeblood of your business. Okay, so you got to be strategic while you're expanding your business. You got to focus on customer retention. So retaining existing customers is often more cost effective than acquiring new ones, because when it comes to a client acquisition cost, those costs can go high and high and high. So you want to implement strategies like excellent customer service, loyalty programs, and regular communication to keep your customers engaged. And satisfied customers are more likely to return and recommend your business to others, reducing the need for expensive marketing campaigns, especially if you are trying to build a long-term relationship with them, if you want to really solidify your ties with your customers. Next, you want to negotiate with suppliers. So if you're trying to save money, you're trying to save costs, you're trying to really save cost and budget when expanding your business, negotiate with suppliers. You want to really visit one of your top suppliers to see if you can really eke out some kind of discount. So negotiating with suppliers can lead to significant cost reductions. Don't hesitate to ask for discounts, especially for bulk purchases or long-term contracts. So building a good relationship that is, with suppliers can also lead to a more favorable payment terms. And what you want to do here is that you want to really think about the vision you want to have, your business model. What are you proposing, right? Because when you negotiate with suppliers, there has to be a scenario of give and take. You give and they give. It has to be mutually beneficial. And also, regularly reviewing and comparing supplier costs ensures that you are getting the best deal. So you got to really look across your supply chain and making sure that the prices you are getting are always competitive, because the last thing you want is to overpay for stuff. If you want to save money and budget when expanding your business, you got to create a budget plan. Don't think about doing things randomly. Okay, if you do things randomly, the results will be random. It is as simple as that. If you want to have some clarity in your budgeting process, you want to create a budget plan, especially if you are trying to monitor certain costs at a very granular level. So a well thought out budget actually is not only good for budgeting, but it's good also for forecasting. So that budget will be crucial for financial management. And as you're creating a budget plan, you are actually getting yourself into the habit of monitoring what works and what doesn't work for your business. For instance, you can regularly monitor your expenses, and you can compare them to your budget to identify areas where you can actually cut costs. It's all about cost. It's all about cost cutting, right? You want to be clear as to what works and what doesn't work for your business. So a budget, and that's a good thing I want you to remember, a budget also helps you when it comes to setting financial goals and tracking progress, so that your business stays on a financially sustainable path in the long run. And this is going to help you actually in the long run. And then another thing I want you to do is to consider a business savings account. If you are trying to save money and budget when expanding your business, think about a business savings account. People think about, you need to have a business checking account. Yes, a business checking account is important, but where would you park your cash reserve? Where would you actually hoard your business cash? Well, in a business savings account. So a business savings account can offer financial security and potential interest income. And when you think about it, it's a safe place to set aside a portion of your earnings for future investments or unexpected expenses. And those expenses will happen from time to time anyway. Okay. And so regular contributions to a savings account can build a financial cushion and reducing the need for loans during tough times. And those tough times will come. I mean, they're not against you. It doesn't mean that you are a bad decision maker. It's just part of life. So if you are trying to save money and budget when expanding your business, let me give you other hacks for you to really think about this year. So when you think about budgeting for expansion, it has to be part of your blueprint. It has to be part of your financial blueprint. Okay. Expanding your business is exciting because it typically means you've been profitable enough so far to justify growth. So if you are looking to expand your business, you want the best possible chances for success. So among the factors you will have to consider is actually your budget. After all, depending on the type of expansion you do, you may need the funds to actually pay for it. But please, you also want to understand your goals. Okay, a good place to start is knowing exactly what your goals are. This can be anything from opening a new location to expanding your product lines to even entering a new market. Each has its own factors that must be considered, and the cost associated with each will vary. And understanding your goals will enable you to determine actually how much money you will need to finance your expansion. You could also think about budgeting for growth, okay? So, depending on the scale of your expansion, both your fixed and variable costs they're likely to be higher than before your expansion. So, make sure you are prepared to cover those higher costs. So, forecasting your cash flow for expansion is a crucial exercise. So, analyze your variable and fixed costs in detail by making sure your forecast includes not only the projected cost for your growth project, but also the day-to-day running of your business pre and post expansion. You will need actually to know your one-time cost and your ongoing expenses. And one-time costs include items such as lease deposits, construction or renovation costs, and purchasing new equipment. So that's important. And ongoing expenses include employee salaries. You have rent. Okay. You also have inventory, marketing costs, and utilities. And so the thing is, forecasting will highlight any potential area of risks or hidden problems. And when it comes to financing your expansions, you got to ask yourself whether you want you want to really get a loan, a business line of credit, or you want to try crowdfunding. If you want to try angel investors, if you want to try friends and family, for instance, okay, friends and family may be willing to lend you money to help you grow your business. Be very clear about how much you need, how it will be used, and how you plan to pay them back. So everyone's expectations are properly managed, okay? And finally, you want to spend time. And so when it comes to budgeting, you want to spend time. When it comes to planning, you have to spend time. So no matter what your financial plan is, you want to optimize your cash flow in the lead up to expansion. You want to have cash available for any unforeseen circumstances. Use your expansion as a motivator to tighten up your credit control and spending. You could run your business through a financial health check to ensure you have found any issues that need addressing before you launch, okay? And you can also calculate your cash burn rate and your cash zero rate, so you have some time frames in mind for achieving a positive cash flow after expansion. And that's going to help you actually big time in the long run. So the closing remarks into this conversation, I spoke to you about how to save money and budget when expanding your business. I give you the facts, the top ideas, the other hacks, and now the closing remarks. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.